I am dreaming of an Amazon-free Christmas, and here are some of my favorite small businesses to shop from and resources to put money towards people, brands, products that don't belong to giant corporations. I made one of these last year and it was a bit more centered around like DIY gifts, things you could thrift, and I actually asked for thrifted Christmas and birthday gifts. My birthday is Christmas Eve, so I do birthday and Christmas at the same time. And last year I made like a Canva board of things that I'm loving that could be found at a thrift store. So last year I wanted like brooches and pins. I was looking for like a specific kind of bag. My mom found one on Poshmark. This year I honestly have not one single clue what I want because I have done a lot of shopping this year and there just aren't a lot of things that I need. Like honestly, what I need is Petco gift cards. There's some like equipment for photography and like editing that I want to maybe upgrade. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have a very practical wish list. But here are some of my favorite brands that I have seen, that I have shopped for myself, and that I have been getting gifts for other people from that I think are very cool, creative, novelty, but not useless. So let's get into it. Oh, I did it. I said the thing. Let's get into it. Made my own sugar cookie syrup, trying not to spend my money at Starbucks. So made a sugar cookie latte syrup or sugar cookie syrup. It was super duper easy. Here's the recipe. It tastes absolutely amazing. This is leftover coffee from yesterday's pot that I put in the fridge overnight, added a little bit of heavy cream and then the sugar cookie syrup. It's so good. Which is a good segue. If you're going to the thrift store to look for gifts, one of the things that I'm gonna be keeping in mind is glassware. I think that is really wonderful to thrift because there are literally full sets of dishes, glasses, which can be very expensive when you purchase new. And especially, me and my friends, we're all in our 20s. The things that we're buying and owning for the first time are, for the first time. And probably as we get older, get married, maybe we'll update some of these items. But for now, it doesn't make a lot of sense to buy things outright like brand new. And also, I think you can find more interesting glasses and pottery. I got these adorable coasters from one of my friends last year. And then I'm also gonna go hunt because I'll do like a thrifted gift experience video soon. I got really inspired making these syrups and my brother has been like making fun coffees at home. So I kind of want to see if I can find him or even myself cute like storage containers for these syrups just to kind of like elevate the at-home coffee experience. So that's something I'm interested in. But let's talk, we'll start with fashion. I'm promoting in real time a brand called We Go Far, which I learned about through a YouTuber that I watch on here. She works with the brand a lot and I love these pins. Fun fact, mine fell off of my tote bag when I was getting out of my car to go to a shoot. I realized when I was leaving the shoot, I was like, oh my God, my pin is gone. And I thought, oh my God, I hope I find it. It was on the ground next to my car when I got back to my car. It had been run over and the safety pin part, like the pin part of it had fallen off. So I replaced it with my own, but I still have it. She's still intact. And I think this is really fun. I wore it on my clothes for this video, but I've been wearing it pinned to my tote bag just to kind of like elevate that. That was actually something on my list last year, like a DIY idea, because embellished things I feel like are having a moment and they're fun and customizable. So yeah, the clothing from this brand doesn't seem to be available online right now, but definitely follow on Instagram because their stuff's so cute. And I got me and my roommate these pins just because they're like really fun and cutie and novelty, but something that is like a fun practical addition to your wardrobe. I have a hard time buying clothes for my friends or most of my friends because we're at the point where we're gonna buy the things we want for ourselves. So I think accessories are always like a good route to go. Speaking of accessories, Impaz Studios, I got this bag from there. I get so many compliments on this every single time I wear it. Made out of recycled denim, like I'm assuming this was a pair of pants before. The grommet detail is really fun, comes in different washes, and again, supporting another sustainable, ethical, small business brand. Terrain bags. There's a boutique where I live, or there are two like in my state. They're not close, but I go out of my way to buy gifts from there because I just love that store. You go in and you find so many cool, unique things. They feature a lot of local artists and other like handmade stuff, as well as your Free People, your sort of typical boutique brands. But I just think that they bring something really fun and creative and imaginative to our city and a place where you can go and find like unique things. So the first time I saw these bags was at Personified Shop and I ended up gifting a wallet to my roommate. It was this really, really cute colorway and she still uses it, I think. But they make all kinds of bags that are all recycled. So this would be my recommendation for an alternative to a bagoo, though I do love bagoo and I have many bagoos. These have an even greater mission behind them and and they're very cute and they're very unique because they're not gonna be like the same. So these totes are very cute, especially if you have somebody in your life who is very beachy or outdoorsy. The material is good for like outdoor stuff and beach stuff. It'll be easy to clean off. I just ordered a backpack from them. I'm really excited about that. I was rediscovered, so I know that my shop near me sells it in person, but I placed my most recent order through the Choose app, who was kind enough to let me test out the website. And the way that it works is really cool. You get access to these markets for certain periods of time. So I placed an order during like right before Thanksgiving, where they were kind of doing some Christmassy market stuff. And the app consists purely of small businesses, small brands, most of these handmade, ethically made with some sort of like creative angle. So I saw Terrain on there and I was like, yes, perfect. I didn't even know like what the name of the brand was because I had just seen it in stores. So now I know, and I ordered it through there, so that's awesome. And then there's another brand I found on this app that I will talk about in a second, but let's finish up the fashion realm of this. Chances are your local like thrift vendors or people who have thrift stores will sell their stuff not just at markets in person or on Instagram or whatever, but also on Depop. So you have a little bit more control over your shopping experience as opposed to like, you gotta catch them at this market or you gotta be on Instagram at the right time. There's a reseller called Secondhand Slays. They're on Depop. If you've got somebody who loves like a Y2K moment and you know their sizes, like this would be, I think, a good way to shop clothing for somebody, but they also have really cute bags and stuff. And then you're supporting a local reseller. Jaded Vintage sells jewelry, mostly silver. This ring that I'm wearing, I got this ring that I'm wearing recently from them. These bracelets, this ring, sorry. And I just love supporting her because she finds this jewelry that's amazing. She's also a photographer. So I love to support other artists however I can. Being an artist myself and a freelancer, like it's hard and support means so much. So I try to do my part. Staying in the jewelry world. I don't remember, I know I saw it from another YouTuber, but this brand, let me make sure I'm pronouncing it right. Pupari handmade jewelry. I love their rings. And there's a really cool story with the brand where like the name stems from the last stage of metamorphosis in insects like butterflies and moths. The stage represents transformation. The team that this brand is backed by is literally one person. Their name is Jordan, and jewelry making was like part of that transformation like in their life. So it's very cool, but aside from the story of it, it's just they're gorgeous pieces. So a lot of my friends have animals or symbols that are like really specific to them. Funny enough, my best friend, butterflies are like very symbolic to her. So I think this would be a great way to find something meaningful and unique because again, these are handmade pieces. And that's the kind of stuff that I know I am wanting to kind of collect throughout the course of my life. It's funny because like in middle school and high school, the most important thing to me was to have the things that everyone has. Like, you know, I want to be like everybody else. I want to be like part of this big thing. And now I'm always looking for things that will feel special, you know? And yes, maybe there's like a deeper thing I need to work on in terms of like material items making me feel special. But I've said, and I'll always say, I love things. I love collecting things. And I come by it honestly because my mom's the same way, but I digress. Anyways, I love this jewelry. I think it would make a really, really special, meaningful gift. Continuing with special and meaningful gifts, Squash Makes an Etsy shop. I found them on TikTok. They went viral they made their like wedding album, like a quilted cover for it. That's so beautiful and so cute, but they sell custom album covers, like photo album covers on their Etsy shop. So if you have somebody in your life who went through like a big thing this year, you know, either they got married, they had a kid, or you just know that they love scrapbooking and that sort of thing, this would be such a great gift. And I am at the point in my life where like my friends are going through big life changes, big moves, they're getting married, they're having babies. And chances are when you're going through those big life things, like you have a wedding, you have a wedding shower, you have a registry, you get stuff that you need. Same thing if you've had a baby. So other ways to kind of commemorate in less material ways. I understand this is a material item, but it has like a bigger purpose outside of just like being a thing. It's like a thing that holds things. I think that's different. In my head, that's different. So also they're just a really cool couple that like runs this brand together. And so I think that's awesome. Continuing in craft world, this is another brand I found through the Choose app. It's called Cut and Paste Magazine. So two ways that you could go with this. A subscription would be really cool if you know somebody who really, really is into the crafting or just sort of like, you know, the Enneagram 4s in your life who just like to look at beautiful things and have beautiful things. This would be gorgeous on your coffee table or your nightstand, whatever. It's basically a magazine, a monthly magazine that features artwork, illustrations, photography, whatever. You can literally submit your work to the site for a chance to be featured. Usually they have like a bit of a theme month to month. And the point is to promote artists, give artists a platform to share their work, but also it's called Cut and Paste because the point is to not just look at it, you can just have them to look at if you want, but also to use for scrapbooking, junk journaling. You could cut these out and like frame them. So I ordered a couple. This was September 2023 issue. I'll flip through for you. And then this one is all like bright fruits and veggies, mixed media art by Elaine Lee, springtime marketplaces. It's so freaking cute. Like, just adorable and so unique. And again, a cool way to support local arts. Last on my list for actual brands is going to be Passion Planner. Oh, and I don't have mine with me upstairs. Passion Planner was recommended to me by my therapist, actually, because it's a yearly planner that you can customize, but also it's very goal oriented and passion driven. Obviously it's in the name. I've actually talked with the founder. She's super, super nice, very cool, kind person. And they make lots of different, and they make other journals. Let me pull up the website. I gotta remember the name of the exact one I have. I have like a poetry journal from them. They have reading journals, affirmation cards, digital planners, and all sorts of stuff you can download as well if you're more like a virtual person. They come in lots and lots of different colors. Oh, it's right here. This was a collaboration with INQ. This is the Never Ending Poetry Journal, which I actually need to get back to using. And it has like prompts and stuff, poetry you can read, spaces to write your own. So this is for the like not useful people, a useful gift for people in your life who want to do something. And then speaking of doing things, I also feel like I'm getting to the point where, again, we don't really need things. Like, we can get the things we need for the most part, like unless there's a really specific thing you want to give. It's always a good idea to gift an experience. And there are a lot of ways you can gift experiences that support local businesses. Maybe a gift card to a restaurant, a brewery, a distillery. I work at a brewery, so like I know how huge it is for us to build community and get people in the door to be part of something. Yeah, the community is like everything. So if you know they like beer, they like wine or whatever, plan a night to go and experience that thing in your community. If you've got readers in your life, or you already know you want to give a specific book to someone, see if you can get it from your local bookstore instead of a Barnes & Noble. Last thing I want to recommend is subscribing to PIGPEN on Substack. It's a blog by Heather Hurst, who I first found on TikTok, and absolutely 100%, she is my favorite on TikTok. All the time, if you follow her on Instagram, all the time she's recommending deals on clothing, specifically like designer, well-crafted, small brands sometimes. Like, just, she gives great recommendations. And she talks about fashion in a very holistic way, a very inspiring way. I love her stuff. I love everything she makes. But she's got some incredible gift guides for, again, like unconventional. I don't even know why we consider it to be unconventional to thrift or shop small. Just, you know, Amazon has made it so easy to just have whatever you want. And something she really values and writes about a lot is the art of the hunt and the digging and the intention of shopping. So yeah, without referencing anything specifically in those guides, go read them yourself and subscribe on Substack. Let me know if you have other recommendations, or if there are other things that you are gifting, brands that you think I should check out or that you want other people to know about. If you have your own brand, please share it here so we can all shop together and support each other. Because if we have the capacity and time to do that, we absolutely 100% should. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.